Control your mind and she'll follow naturally. Here's how. So I ran a poll in my YouTube community recently, and at the time of shooting this video, 62% of men admitted they struggle with overthinking. That means more than half of you are losing women you could easily keep, and it's not because you're unattractive or broke, but simply because you can't shut your mind up long enough to let her feel your energy. And this is more common than you realize, so the poll results did not surprise me at all. Let me say something controversial right now, okay? Right out the gate. The man who controls his mind controls the relationship, not through manipulation or dominance, but through emotional discipline. Jessica OS here. In this video, I'm going to show you how mental self-control is the foundation of masculine attraction, why your ability to regulate emotion determines how she treats you, and how mastering your inner world makes her lean in, chase, submit, respect you, right? Without you ever raising your voice. The mind is the battlefield. So picture this. You're sitting with phone in hand. She left your last message unread. 5 minutes go by and then 10. You tell yourself, don't care, play it cool. But your mind is running a marathon, building stories that don't even exist. You start analyzing her last emoji, replaying that last conversation word for word, convincing yourself that she's pulling away, or worse, already talking to some other guy. And that's the moment she wins, because you gave your mind permission to attack you. Not her silence, not her attitude, not even her behavior. It's your reaction to it. You see, women don't test your looks or your money first. They test your emotional stability. It's subconscious and it's instinctive to us. Every delayed reply, every mood shift, every we need to talk moment isn't just random. It's her way of asking, can this man stay grounded when the ground starts shaking? And most men fail this test immediately, because instead of holding their frame, they start chasing control. They send the double text, they spiral into their own thoughts, and what happens? She realizes something very important. She can move your emotions whenever she wants. And here's the truth. If she can make you question yourself, she can make you chase. If she can make you chase, she can control the dynamic. So get this. A woman doesn't need to shout to control you. All she has to do is to get inside your head, make you overthink, make you doubt. That's her ultimate power play, and it works every time on a man who has not mastered his mind. When you're grounded, though, you train yourself to stay calm no matter what she says or doesn't say. You become unpredictable in the best possible way. She can't read you, she can't provoke you, and that mystery drives her wild, because you're not driving her emotional game, you're leading it. Emotional discipline is the new alpha. Let's talk about what real power looks like. It's not muscles, money, or emotional control. In every relationship dynamic, the person who controls their emotions controls the tone. Women aren't drawn to chaos. They're drawn to stability that feels a little dangerous, right? That man who walks into a room and doesn't need to talk necessarily to command anyone's attention. That's the new alpha. He doesn't yell to be heard, chase validation, or crumble when a woman pulls back, because his emotions don't belong to anyone else. Now pay attention here. When she tries to test you, she's not doing it because she hates you. She's just doing it because she wants to feel something real. She wants to know, is he solid? Will he break? You know, things like that. And that's why she gives you attitude, silence, or sarcasm. She's not attacking you. She's testing the weight of your frame. You see, the guy who doesn't flinch when she pushes him becomes unforgettable. I'm telling you. The guy who stays calm when she throws a little chaos at him is the one she won't stop thinking about at the end of the day. Because that calm feels like safety. It also feels like power. And that's rare. Men think attraction is performance, that they need to text more, talk smoother, do extra. No. You don't win her by doing more. You win her by reacting less. It's not about control over her. You need to control yourself. When she's overthinking, she wants to feel your stillness. When she's angry, she wants to feel your control. When she's confused, she wants to feel your clarity. If you give her those three things, stillness, control, and clarity, she'll follow your lead without even realizing it. Because to her, you become the emotional thermostat in the room, and you decide what energy dominates the space. You see, women live in emotion. They speak it, they think it, they test it. So when a man can remain centered while she's spinning, it shocks her nervous system. It flips the polarity. She realizes, I can't move this man. I have to trust him. And trust, gentlemen, is the highest form of attraction. So let's rewrite the script. Being alpha isn't about domination. It's about regulation. The ability to regulate emotion, yours and hers, without losing your center. The practice, training mental control. You can't think your way into control. You train your way into it. Mental control is something you build, one calm response at a time. Let's break it down. First thing to do, step 1, observe. When your mind starts spinning, don't fight it. Watch it. Most men panic the second a negative thought appears, but awareness is power. You can't manage what you don't see. So instead of saying, I have to stop overthinking, just notice. My mind's doing that thing again. That tiny moment of detachment is your first act of dominance. You're saying, I see you, thought, but you won't run me. And that's where your control begins. Second step, breathe. Your breath is the bridge between chaos and clarity. When she pulls away or says something that triggers you, before you respond, breathe. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. That one breath tells your body, I'm safe. Because you can't lead anyone, not a woman, not a team, not yourself, if your nervous system is in panic mode. When you breathe with intention, your body catches up to your confidence. Your energy changes. And guess what? She's going to feel it. Step 3, pause before you act. A lot of men want to fix, they want to reply, they want to explain, but leadership isn't reaction, it's restraint. So never text, call, or confront an emotional heat. Silence is your most masculine weapon because silence is a filter. It lets the truth settle. The man who can delay his reaction communicates one thing above all, discipline. You're saying, I decide when to speak. I decide when to act. That's dominance without saying a word. Step 4, replace fear with intention. Here's where your mind transforms from follower to leader. Instead of asking, what if she leads? I need you to ask, even if she does, who do I become next? See the difference? One question keeps you trapped in survival mode. The other moves you into power mode. When you stop acting out of fear, you stop needing outcomes. And when you stop needing outcomes, you become impossible to manipulate. You're not chasing reassurance anymore. You're radiating certainty. That energy changes the entire dynamic. Mental control is a daily discipline, you see. It's like lifting weights. You don't build muscle in one session. You build it every time you choose composure over chaos. And every moment you practice these steps, you're rewiring your masculine identity. You're teaching your mind to serve you instead of sabotage you. That's how real control looks like. It's quiet, practiced, powerful. The transformation. When you finally master your mind, the entire game will change. Not just in how women treat you, but in how you see yourself. You stop chasing, explaining, apologizing for emotions that you didn't even cause, right? You begin to operate from a place of calm and certainty. A place that says, I don't need to prove that I'm in control. I am in control. And that's when people start feeling you differently, Your presence hits before your words do. Your silence starts speaking louder than her drama. You notice something wild start to happen. Women who used to ignore you suddenly start paying attention. The ones who played hot and cold start seeking your warmth. Even the woman you thought was out of your league starts matching your energy. Why? Because emotional control is magnetic. See, most men are emotionally predictable. Get ignored, they panic. Get challenged, they defend. Get criticized, they argue. But you are not moved by mood swings or silence, and that's what makes women curious. They'll test you harder to figure out how you're not breaking. They'll push, but you'll stay calm. They pull, and you'll stay centered. And the moment they realize that they cannot shake you, they start to trust you. Because for women, trust equals attraction. When she can rest in your emotional stability, she can finally relax. And when she relaxes, she follows. That's when everything starts flipping in your favor. You go from pacing the room waiting for her reply to her pacing, wondering why you haven't. And the best part is you're no longer controlled by the outcome because now you know the truth. The man who controls himself can handle any woman. That's the ultimate transformation. That's what I mean when I say control your mind and she'll follow you naturally. Because confidence isn't noise, it's quiet power. Jessica OS here, catch you in the next video.